Okay, let's record. I think we're on. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Kole-James, pharmacist and founder of Fun on the Farm. Welcome back to day 2 of our 30-day challenge to mastering positive change. Thank you for being with me here today on day 2. Thank you for all of you guys who started with me on our 30-day challenge yesterday on September 1st to mastering positive change in our health, ourself, and our relationships. We are streaming live to Facebook and my YouTube channel, Dr. Uchenna Kole-James. Subscribe to my channel so you can get immediate updates. I will appreciate it. Like it, love it, share it. Thank you. Make sure you add all questions on the bottom of the stream, and I'm going to make sure I check them all and answer as many questions as you have. Thank you for joining me on day 2 of Mastering Positive Change. So I put myself out there yesterday because I want to be able to track my progress from day 1 to all the way to the end to day 30. Are you in with me? What are you going to do starting today and how are you going to track your progress all the way to day 30? I'm going to give you some ninja moves, which I call focus points, that'll help you track your progress starting today. I'm using this software Wirecast, which allows me to put these graphics and these lower thirds. So check out my website, www.funonthefarm.com, for more information. Also my blog, Focus on the Farm. So we are live today on day 2. Thank you. Welcome to Mastering Positive Change. So let's just get right to it. Our first focus point today is mastering your calendar. Brendon Burchard, who is considered the best high performance coach currently of his day, says that your greatest strength and your greatest achievement is to master your day-to-day schedule, your month-to-month schedule on your calendar. And if you think about it, your calendar helps you plan your growth. What other time, other than the beginning of the month, can you start something new and then track your progress all the way to the end? So the one thing that your calendar can do is track your growth. Another thing that your calendar can do is sets out time for family, sets out time for your spouse, your loved ones, your children. If it's not on the calendar, then you're going to be responding to everyone's request. Your calendar prevents that from happening. 2 things that your calendar does is it tracks your growth, and it also prevents you from reacting to everyone's wants and needs. I'm going to take some questions on my Facebook Live page. Let's see who's with us today. Let's see. So we have, thank you, Chu, for being with us today. Thank you, Imani, for joining us today. I really appreciate all of you guys joining me today while we talk about mastering positive change in our health, ourself, and our relationships. So during the 10 years I've been a pharmacist, many people have asked questions, and I've categorized these questions into those 3 topics: health, self, and relationships. And throughout the month, I'm going to give you different tools that you can use and incorporate into your daily practice that allow you to get better at these 3 topics. Okay, our second focus point is understanding the power of journaling. So I don't know how many of you guys journal, but I just started journaling, like really journaling, a year and a half ago. And it's changed my life. I've always, kept a diary as a young child, but two things a journal can do is, number one, it allows you to get your thoughts out on paper and really kind of, if you have some negative thoughts, really purge what you might be dealing with. It's a reflection piece. So instead of keeping all that pent up emotion and all that pent up energy inside of you, it allows you to get it out and helps you to evaluate what's important and what's not. Journaling is a very important tool used by all high performers throughout the world. And it's an awesome tool that you should incorporate into your life today. A second thing a journal does is it almost like it helps you tell your life story. So I've actually reflected back on some of the pages that I've written last year, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my life is so dull, it's so boring. You get caught up in the daily grind and you forget how exciting sometimes life can be. So, when I was going back in my journal, I realized that my life is not so dull. I do have some exciting moments, and my kids are funny sometimes. They do make me laugh. So that's the power of journaling. Journaling helps you get out those emotions that are in your head on paper, and it helps you tell your life story. So let's see if anyone has any questions. Make sure I have a link down below this live video that is a study guide that you put your name and your email, and you can download the study guide right to your inbox, print it out, follow me along this journey. I'd really appreciate it. I have some very helpful information to share with you and your loved ones. Let's see if anyone has any questions. Let's see if anyone has any questions. Oh, let me turn that off. Okay. Sorry, I didn't want the sound coming in onto our live feed. So I want you, since we're all here together, and since we're going to all be here together during the next 30 days, I want you to rate yourself in the categories of your health, yourself, and your relationships. 0 meaning you have no idea what I'm talking about, and 10 meaning you're just like a super stealth warrior. The goal of the next 30 days of mastering positive change is for your numbers to get higher. It's for your numbers to increase. It's going to require some self-discipline and for you to get emotionally connected and focused on what you really want out of life, to be happier, right? To live your best life, to just show up every day with joy, especially when you're dealing with your relationships. So as far as the calendar, I showed this picture yesterday about how many pounds I am, and I'm going to get that off. My goal by the end of this 30-day challenge is to lose 8 pounds. It shouldn't be that hard for me. I'm 30 pounds overweight. The next 20 is going to be a little bit more challenging, but that's 2 pounds a week. And that's going to require me to exercise every day, minimum 10 minutes. And I'm going to talk about the exact tools that you're going to be using starting tomorrow on week 1 of mastering positive change in our health, and also eating better. I keep snacks in the house. I have children. But when I plot out my schedule on my calendar, I know when I should cook, when I need to go grocery shopping, and that helps me fulfill my growth goal. That's the importance of having a calendar. That's the importance of plotting your journey on the calendar and journaling it the whole entire time. So let's answer some questions. Let's see. Chu says, Can a journal just be paper? Yes, a journal can just be leaflets that you have around, but the goal is to keep them bound and dated so you know exactly how you were feeling at that time that you wrote that information, so you know when you reflected upon it later on what you were going through, and you can kind of piece together what was going on in your life. Like I said, I had diaries, journals since I was young, and having it dated and having it bound with papers together allowed me to be able to track that progress, track that time in my life when I was going through those ups and downs. So I encourage you to do the same thing, incorporating either your calendar or using a journal. Just using one of those will help you become happier and live your best life. I'm going to end this Facebook Live this Facebook Live session on a quote from my guru, Brennan Bouchard. Listen to your intuition that says, I'm ready for change. Just start acting as your highest self and trust that everything will be okay. All right, until tomorrow on day 3, self-love yourself. What is more important than you? Thank you.